Yeah, you were just at Wilberforce.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it help if I have? Do you need a projection at all, or you can fly by the seat of your pants?
Yeah.
That's
Whatever
awesome.
works for you.
Well, I am going to introduce. I always feel like I want to say Mia Balula. Do you get
Mia.
that ever? I know it's Nia.
Yeah,
But
Beulah, yeah.
and now Beulah.
Yeah.
Beulah, okay. Our representative from OSU for the MSW program. We give everybody till the end of the bells, even though it's 101.
Yeah. Every time.
The OSU deal was so amazing last year. I know it's hard to match that this year, but you still got good news for us, I think.
Yeah. I'm basically just here to talk about the MSW program. Are you three interested in getting your master's degree? I know you said you were starting your application. What about you guys? Yeah?
He knows. I'm actually a faculty member here.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I'm interested in going back and getting my
Okay.
master's. So
Okay, cool. So I'll tell you guys just a little bit about it first. Well, it's a 2-year program, but if you're getting your bachelor's degree in social work, you can do the ASAP program, which is 1 year. You can complete this program full-time or part-time, on campus or online. Our program is very flexible. And then here, I'll pass out these 3 sheets really quick. What I'm passing out is kind of like a brief overview. Can you pass that back to him? It's like a brief overview of our program, our curriculum, some descriptions of courses and our areas of emphasis. In my opinion, that's what separates our MSW program apart from others, is the areas of emphasis. I forgot to mention that this is a program that I went through myself. I graduated back in 2020, so in the middle of all that craziness. So if you guys have any questions like personally or professionally about the MSW program, I can answer that. But yeah, that first sheet is just kind of a brief overview of what we have to offer. And then there's also a couple of like interesting tracks that you can take while a student with us. The first is school social work. Is anybody in here interested in school social work?
Yes,
Kinda. There's a separate like certification that you need to be a school social worker, but we offer a fast track program to get that completed. The other thing we offer is what's called dual degree options. We have partnerships with different colleges across the university where we offer a dual degree. So it's kind of like a buy one, get one sort of deal where you could get 2 master's degrees for the price of one. You only pay 1 tuition. So it's becoming really popular. A lot of students are taking advantage of that. But I can speak to that later on if you guys have questions. But is there anything I could like answer for you guys now? Anything you're like curious about or want to know?
All I care about is financial support.
Feel you. I'm in the same boat.
He's cutting to the chase.
Yeah, I'm literally in the
That's why I
same
haven't
boat.
done it yet.
Yeah, I'm literally in the same boat. I'm a doctoral student at University of Kentucky, and I just had to fill out my financial aid yesterday. Like, they didn't offer me enough. I have to like reapply. It's this whole nonsense. But yeah, so there are loans, but also I encourage applicants to. You don't want loans?
No. I've been a couple programs since. Just to add some background.
Yeah.
A couple programs since have been often enough, not always, but they actually pay 75% of these masters off rip,
Okay.
along with the support from my honors.
Yeah.
As my honors scholarships, I should pay nothing. So
Okay.
if the school doesn't have some like competitive like offer for that, then that's probably something I'm not gonna
Probably,
do.
yeah. I would say our next bet would be graduate fellowships. Our fellowships, you get funding provided from the university that covers your tuition plus a monthly stipend, but the monthly stipend is only for 1 year, but the funding is for the full program. Everybody who applies to our program is automatically considered for a fellowship, but what actually makes your application stand out is like your GPA and things like that.
What are you required to do for that?
It's kind of like for our MSW program, we're kind of lenient because there's so much work that needs to be done. So right now our graduate fellows, they help us manage our inbox. They help take meeting minutes when we have meetings. They do some research with faculty, just kind of wherever we really need them, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. So when you say that too, what's if you had to guess, and you can't give an exact number, what's the percentage of coverage for the degree if it's only within 11 months?
If you were to do the 2-year program, that's
It's a 2-year, not 1?
Are you getting your bachelor's degree in social work?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So then it would be 1 year for you.
Okay.
So you would get fully funding for the entire program.
See, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. The ASAP program, that's for students who have their bachelor's degree in social work. The traditional MSW program is for anybody else.
Yeah.
So
the
yeah.
1-year program,
Mhm.
the only requirement is that you have your bachelor's. Is there anything else that you have? To
Yeah,
have?
yeah. Let me give you this sheet.
3.25.
Let me give you this sheet. What about you, sir, in the back? Do you have your bachelor's degree in social work?
No.
All right, I'll give you another sheet. These are the application requirements for the ASAP program. So yes, you do need to have a 3.0 GPA in order to be considered on top of the bachelor's degree in social work. That's not our rules. That's like an accreditation rule. But yeah, it's 3 semesters full time, and you can start any semester you want. That's for the traditional program as well. You can start spring semester, summer semester, or fall semester.
So this was, just to be clear, so assuming I have all of this,
Mhm.
I get in and is there a guarantee if I sign up for this that I will be a part of whatever this program is that you're talking about, or is it?
There's no guarantee. Yeah, I will say that the program is kind of competitive. The things that make your application stand out are your GPA, your personal statement, and your references. You also need to submit transcripts from previous colleges that you've attended. So seeing how well you do as a student, things like that,
So
that
assuming
makes you
all of
stand
those
out.
are the top they can be, is that a good chance?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, if you're like an outstanding student, we don't deny outstanding students. You know.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me try and think what else I can put you guys
I
onto.
used to,
Yeah.
I think that counts.
Yeah, for sure,
Your
for
transcripts
sure.
still exist.
Yeah, and for our traditional MSW program, that's for anybody. We have a lot of non-traditional students in that program, working adults who, work all day long. You might have kids or parents that you're taking care of. So yeah, it's the same program. The ASAP program, you just skip a couple of credit hours because you've already gotten those classes in your undergrad. You know what I mean? So that wouldn't make sense to make you guys take those classes twice.
So real quick, remind me so after, just so I can know the steps. So I apply
Mm-hmm.
for this here, but
Yeah.
the thing is
For
I
this
apply for
program,
it,
yep.
and then if I want to go through the route that you were talking about where I don't pay anything,
Yeah.
what do I say to them?
So in your application, there will be a button a couple of times that says, are you wanting to be considered for a fellowship? You'll click yes every time you see that. Then on your personal statement, it'll ask you like prompts, questions about yourself. How are you as a student? Blah, blah, blah. There will also be a prompt in your personal statement that says, do you want to be considered for a fellowship? And if yes, why? So you just kind of list like why you would like that funding, why you want to be a graduate fellow, all that. So there's no separate application for the fellowship. It's included in the application. You just have to declare yourself you want to be considered. So in my case, when I was starting the program, I did not want to be a fellow. I had worked out funding in other areas. So whenever I saw that, I just clicked NA, not applicable to me, consider somebody else. So.
And how did you work that out?
So
Funding.
I worked full time for the university, which fun fact, if you do that, they pay for 50% of your tuition.
And what, as a social worker?
No, as
That's
anything. So I worked at the OSU Wexner Medical Center in the James Cancer Hospital. I was what they call a PCA, which basically I was like a nurse's aide.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I would check vitals on patients.
Yeah.
I would, just do the things that nurses were kind of too busy to do. So I did that on the weekends. I worked 3 12-hour shifts, and that's full time. So they paid for 50% of my tuition.
Did they pay you hourly too?
Yeah, I was getting paychecks. Yeah,
It's
every
just
week.
like basically employed with them. Is what they
Yeah,
just
I was an
paid out.
employee with them. I had the tuition benefit. And I also kind of saved up money to kind of pay for some things out of pocket. But then, I took out loans. I had no problems taking
I see,
out loans.
I see.
But
So with
yeah.
that, as far as working, so say I apply, I get in. Would I have had to already been working for the university?
Nope.
No.
You just need to be an employee by the time that your semester starts. So let's say
So
you want to start in the summer. I think summer semester starts May 28th.
Okay.
So you would need to be an employee by May 27th.
I like that.
Is there any reason why, well, you said if I get to the fellowship, that's a full coverage, so I
Yep.
wouldn't have to, okay, so I wouldn't have to consider both. if
No,
I get to the fellowship.
No, yeah, I would say apply to the program and, stress that you want to be considered for the fellowship. If that doesn't work out, then you can look at OSU jobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then the only question there would be, because obviously the fellowship wouldn't pay, you're just doing stuff in the school.
Yeah, the fellowship
right?
doesn't.
And depending on how much time they make you commit to.
Right.
I consider this all because I'm a full-time employee too.
Gotcha,
I
yeah.
consider working and paying
Yeah.
bills.
Yeah. No, it was the same for me. Like
Something to
I
consider.
was a full-time employee. Yeah.
Okay. I had another question. Are there any jobs that you would suggest?
Honestly, yeah, I would say the hospital is like the best bet because it pays the most.
Okay.
And it's the easiest in a sense.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to have any medical training to do what I was doing. I was literally just checking vitals, doing rounds on patients, making sure that everybody was safe. But like if there was a crisis, the nurses and the doctors and all the big dogs are there anyway. So like it was very easy. And I also had a lot of downtime working at the hospital because I couldn't do so much. Like I couldn't respond to crises. So I got a lot of homework done on the clock that was paying for me to go to school and I was getting a paycheck. So like I would say tap in, you know?
Do
Okay.
you have
Yeah.
mental health?
Yeah. That's one of the hospitals that I worked at. It's called Harding Hospital. It's a psychiatric hospital. They have one of the units closed now, but they have 4 different units. They have what's called the criminally insane unit. They have a moderate to severe unit, a children's unit, and I think like an aging unit, older adult population on that unit. But
I do both of these for a living, so.
okay, yeah,
HDM,
definitely. I would say definitely tap in. It was a really good job to have.
And that's 50%, you said?
Yeah,
They
it's
pay
50.
50%.
Yeah, they pay 50%.
I'm curious about that, because if I can swing that with scholarships, I mean,
Yeah.
honors and stuff, I wonder if they.
Yeah. Also, the College of Social Work does have a scholarship. It opens every year, December 1st, with a firm deadline of March 15th. The scholarship and the fellowships, I would say, are very competitive. There's a lot of, I don't know how to put this, but there's been a lot of things going on politically in Ohio, so they've had to change like the requirements for how we consider for scholarships and all that jazz. Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
what
for
I'm
sure.
not saying?
Yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah.
Okay, so that, and that's, what is that called? What's that scholarship called?
It's just called the College of Social Work Scholarship. If you go, Jonathan, would you mind? Could you go to csw.osu.edu?
So then I wonder. Now I need to go look because I wonder. I don't think that I applied for this program.
Okay. All right. Can you go to future?
Stillman?
You can go to future students. Yeah, it's Stillman. Future students, master's program,
That's looking promising. I like the options.
Mm-hmm.
and then can you click on admissions
That is
on the other side? Under Master of Social Work.
Yeah, no, to the right.
Yeah, to the right
Keep
side of
going
the
all
screen.
way over.
No, right.
See that list right there?
And then,
Ah.
yeah.
Oh, cataracts.
Is
Okay.
it blurry still?
Yeah.
Aw,
Can you scroll down a little bit more? Just keep going. All this stuff is things I've already told you. A little more. All right, I'll pause here. These are our application deadlines.
Yep.
So, I mean, if you're interested in attending in 2026, like you can find those deadlines. And then, can you scroll up just a little bit?
Mhm.
A little more.
Okay.
Keep going. All right. Then can you click on financing your education? Right there. Perfect. All right. Go down a little more. Keep going. College of Social Work Scholarship. All right. So it opens every year December 1st and closes on March 15th. And then do you see that button there that submit your scholarship application? What you're going to need to do is submit a personal statement, and a prompt will be made available online. You also have to include a 1-page resume that highlights your work and volunteer experience, and then 3 academic or professional references. That's what you need for your scholarship.
So then for the 1-year program, does it matter when we start?
You can start literally anytime. Most ASAP students want to start in the summer.
In the summer,
That's what I did because I wanted to have the spring graduation,
Yeah.
you know. But some students, it makes most sense to start in the spring. So you go spring semester, summer, and then graduate at the end of the year. But yeah, it's only 3 semesters, so you can splice it up how you want.
that's pretty cool.
I'd probably do summer too.
Yeah.
Just
Summer
thinking
semester-
about going back to school. Right
I
after
know,
graduating,
I know.
I'm like,
You'll be so happy though when it's done.
You
No,
know,
So
literally.
happy. Trust me, you're gonna be so happy. The lure, what is it? It's like above 50% of people that don't go immediately afterwards that actually never go is high.
Yeah.
I went straight through.
Yeah.
It's
I had
really
to go
high.
strit through.
It's like you're
Yeah, I
you
feel
start
like if
regretting
I-
it. Like you don't want to do it more, you want to do it less, and then you here.
Yeah. And honestly, I will say, like, if you're an in-person student, going to school at OSU in the summertime is actually really, really fun. There's always something going
And you
on.
can live on campus.
Yeah, I also lived on campus. I lived in graduate housing.
Just-
I live right in the short north. Like, I had a blast.
So with the housing, I know you said if you get a job, they'll pay 50%. Is that included?
No, so you still are getting a paycheck. So
Right.
they'll pay 50%, but I think I was making like $22 an hour at
So
the
you were
hospital.
paying rent?
Yeah.
Okay.
I paid rent. The rent in graduate housing, now mind you, this was back in 2019.
Yeah.
So like I know prices have gone up. But my rent was $850 a month.
That was good. Right?
So that's not bad for
Wait,
Columbus.
is this in
Ohio.
Columbus?
Yeah.
I think you might have just sold this on me.
Yeah, definitely tap in. It's a
I
great
want to move
program.
to Columbus. I was going to move after my master's, but I didn't realize.
Yeah, you can move and get your master's. Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Columbus is
Okay.
not a bad place to live. Columbus is actually-
No, there's
It's
a lot
really
of good
great.
stuff in Columbus.
And I'm
not
It's
from
a big
Columbus.
city. It's a big city, so there's always
Yeah.
bad everywhere. but
It's a
at
big
least it's
city,
good.
Yeah.
a small town feel.
It
Even
does,
today in
yeah.
2025.
Yeah, I'm not
A bunch
from
of cool
Columbus. I'm
substances.
originally from Youngstown, Ohio. And then I moved to Columbus to get my master's degree. Then obviously COVID happened in spring of 2020. But I have family in Columbus, so I lived with them, finished out my degree, got licensed, and I've been working ever since. So yeah, the 1 year it flies by. At first I was like, oh, like I'm missing everything, you know, I'm not going out as much and whatever. But I was 22 years old when I graduated with my MSW. And so like I've been making salary ever since instead of like pushing off a semester and trying to like figure my things out later on. So there's benefits to both, and our program is very flexible. So you can start online if you want, and then if you hate it, you can switch to in-person, or
Well,
you
that's
can
kinda
start
cool.
in person, and if you hate that, then you can switch to online, or you can do a hybrid of both, or literally whatever you
That's
want to
pretty
do,
cool.
whatever you
I
want.
like that.
New life in a new city.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not that far though. It's an hour drive.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
an hour
I'm from
drive.
Dayton. I don't
Okay,
mind.
yeah, you
I
don't
was gonna
mind.
say,
Yeah.
It's a
I
better.
want to
it's-
get out.
It's got more going on.
Yeah.
Columbus has a lot more going
I
on.
want to get out.
Especially this time of year because it's football season, so it's like it's
Almost
just
has too much going.
yeah,
It does have too
low
much
key.
going on.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But they would hire a BSW then too, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a non-BS. It sounds like there's jobs galore.
Oh yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, that's a good thing because I could literally, I might be able to get a job working with my bachelor's.
Yeah, as a bachelor
That'd
in
be even
social
cooler
work.
because
Yeah.
I'd be literally working in it and using it. That'd be pretty sweet.
Because you're already in a hospital, so you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
start applying.
Yeah, and I have tons of experience in all this stuff, so I'm
Okay,
confident that if I applied to this stuff, I'd be surprised if I didn't get.
Yeah, I would be
Okay,
surprised
offered
too.
it.
And also too, like our program doesn't have an admissions cap, so like you're not going to be fighting for seats because our program is really big.
Oh,
Is
so
there
it's a lot
rolling
of
admissions?
qualifications versus any kind of
Yes.
cap that they're like
Yeah.
limited.
Yeah, we're looking for quality students because our program is nationally ranked very high. I think we're
Yeah,
You
yeah.
said
either
12?
sixth. Yeah, we're
That's pretty cool.
12th. We're 12th in the nation of other social work
Yeah.
colleges, but our like specific MSW program I think is like 6th.
That's pretty cool.
And so when we take in students, we want our students to make us better. Like we're trying to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
number
for
one.
sure.
Because you know who's number one? Their social work program?
UK.
It's Michigan.
Oh, it is Michigan.
Somebody care who
It's,
is it?
yeah, it's our arch nemesis. It's our arch nemesis. So yeah, we want the number one spot. So we want our students that we take in to make us better, and we also have a lot to offer.
Yeah, yeah.
Do they do rolling admissions?
We do.
Oh,
We have rolling
so
admissions. Yeah.
If he finished in fall, December,
Yeah.
you could jump right in.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if you wanted to like apply for the next upcoming semester, so if you're going to graduate at the end of this semester, spring semester is already closed. That application closed November 1st.
He's in a year, yeah.
But yeah, you
Next
could.
year.
Okay, yeah. So you could start whenever the deadline is. Like that was on that first website.
March
They usually,
26th?
they usually keep them the same year to year.
Because
so.
by fall 2027, I'll have done my major. I'll have one more semester, not even a full semester's worth of credits to finish,
Okay,
and
yeah.
then I'm done.
So yeah, you
I'm
could
wondering- so
start.
you're saying I could like roll over.
Roll in January, I think.
Yes,
I think
You-
start in
you would
January.
just have to apply in your graduating semester, but make sure that it's before the deadline.
For sure.
So
Oh yeah, no,
you would be fine. Most students do that because, like you're saying, like it's easier to just like roll through.
Because
and
you
there's
offer
3
every class probably every semester.
Every
Because
semester.
there's so many students.
Yeah, and we have
That's
a lot
nice.
of faculty.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
big.
wish.
We
do
have,
not.
I think, maybe like 10 to 20 different sections of the same course offered morning, noon, and night,
That's crazy.
both in person and online.
That's pretty cool.
So
I see that.
yeah.
Okay.
So somebody who doesn't have a bachelor's can social work, what am I looking
I would say our traditional MSW program, which I'll give you the sheet. Could you pass that on to them? So our traditional MSW program, it's only 2 years. Now the
Really,
ASAP
it's a year
program,
and a half, right?
yeah, it could be a year and a half depending on how fast you want to go. So the ASAP program's 3 semesters, but the traditional is just 4 semesters. So you could do spring, summer, fall, spring and graduate, or you could do the traditional fall, spring, take a break for the summer, fall, spring. The traditional program is 63 credit hours. The ASAP program is 43 credit hours. So you guys would be skipping 20 credit hours of classes. But the 20 credit hours extra that you'd be taking is all like general social work knowledge. But other than that, the curriculum's all the same. There's no tests in our program. It's only papers. So if you're able to like prioritize, manage your time, you can carve out time to write. But no quizzes, no tests.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
at?
Wait, in the whole program?
Yeah, the whole program.
What?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
usually social work. That's kind of why I landed here.
Yeah.
Like,
No
that's what I hate
quizzes.
testing.
I know.
Yeah. So it's just papers. And honestly, if you have the mindset of a social worker, if you have the heart to like change the systems that oppress marginalized people, if you're already kind of thinking in this way, I mean, if you like, I'm sure you've had a great career so far. Like you've done well for yourself.
did.
Like it's not going to be that challenging. You know what I mean?
Right.
Social work is for people who like you're kind of born with it in a way. So like, you don't sweat it. I think you'd be fine. We have plenty of students who like. They graduated from college back in 1997. They had a great career doing something. Now they want a career change and they come back to school and they do really well. So,
No, John, I've talked about this, and I've been thinking about doing this for like over 10 years.
okay, yeah.
And the tripping point was financing.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
So,
Same thing for me. Like,
It is.
but
I'm
now,
not taking loans.
I'm looking at the next career plan.
Yeah.
I'm looking at retiring from here.
absolutely. Okay, yeah.
And then
See
I
what
know
else
what
is
I'm
out
gonna
there.
do. I
Yeah.
actually know what I'm gonna do. I wanna work with, primarily wanna work with vets.
Okay, yeah. So actually, a lot of students in our field practicum, that's like the number one place that students want to go to is working with veterans because they're developing programs for interns to kind of like be in a pipeline program to get hired once they graduate. And the VA pays very well. Like there are incoming students who get hired at the VA and they're immediately making 6 figures. That's not where my heart's at. It's like, damn, I would love to make 6 figures, but like, that's not where my heart's at. I'm not going to put myself in a position just for the money. But yeah.
Hospice will start you at 70 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hospice.
MSW, LSW, 70,000.
Yeah.
That-
Medical social
And
work.
see, I'm a veteran, so.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. There's a lot of electives on military social work. I think that you would enjoy those. And like I said, everything is offered online or in person, so you wouldn't have to relocate. And the online program, we do
I live in
also.
Columbus.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Our online program, we have 2 different tracks for that, synchronous and asynchronous courses. So your synchronous courses are when you join via Zoom. Every week you have a set class time, every Tuesday at 9 a.m. or whatever. Asynchronous is when your professor would open up all coursework, readings, and assignments every week on Sunday. You get to work at your own pace throughout the week to submit everything by that following Saturday. So you don't really have to have your time taken up by like Zoom classes because, you're working or you got kids or you got whatever responsibilities. But as long as you're responsible to like work at your own pace, submit everything that you need to submit, a lot of students take that route too. So
What about an application fee?
there are application fee waivers.
Is there?
Yes.
Okay.
So I
Tell them
know.
you're a Central State student.
Yes. So I know that on here it says $60 application fee, $70 if you're an international student. We have 3 different fee waivers that we provide to students because we don't want anybody to actually have to pay to apply to our program. So I would say write down PGD fee waiver. There's so many different fee waivers, but this is the one that like covers everything. PGD fee waiver. So before you submit
PGD.
PGD, yep. I actually don't even know what it stands for, but that's just what it's called.
Program Gross Development.
Potentially. So before you submit your application, there will be a button that says, hey, use a fee waiver, and it'll come down in a drop-down box. There's 3 different ones. One's called a Big Ten, one's a OSU alumni one, but the general one is just PGD. So you'll click that. Please make sure that you click it because if you submit your application and you pay the fee, we can't give you a refund. So
Yeah.
please make sure that you use that fee waiver.
Okay.
Cool.
But yeah, any other questions I can answer for you guys?
Not at all. You've answered everything.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
That was good.
Yay. Great.
I'm about to
Well-
go finish my application now.
Okay, girl, do your thing.
You
Our
going to the
web-
International Food Day? You going to,
Go
okay.
get
I
some
got a
food.
lot of work I got.
You can eat some
On the papers
sauerkraut.
that I gave
No.
you guys, our website and email address. is on
Thank
there.
you.
You see the msw@osu.edu.
Yeah.
So from now until when you're ready to apply or whatever, shoot that email and just say, hey, Nia came to speak to my class. I have a question about whatever, or whatever you guys need. Like I said, I went through this program myself, so like I can speak to it personally, and I wouldn't be a recruiter for the program if I had a bad experience. I really like this program. So
Yeah, if it can get me for free, then I'll have successfully done everything debt free with
Absolutely.
no costs.
good. And to be honest, having that stamp on your resume, like once you graduate with your MSW from OSU, everybody knows OSU. So like
For sure.
once you get that stamp, it's so easy to network and make connections. I've never had to use Indeed or any other like job website to find a job. The connections that I made at OSU with faculty have been incredible, which actually helped me get this job as a recruiter. So like if you come to our program, you're gonna get a lot back.
Yeah.
And I also want you guys to think about too, like, of course, when you're thinking about going back to school, you're thinking of like, what can this program do for me? Which we're gonna do a lot, but also think about what you can do for the school too. Like, you guys have a lot of talents and knowledge and lived experiences that we also need. So yeah, like, shoot for the stars.
I like it. And Lola kids.
Yeah.
I mean, I got all my degrees from Ohio State. So
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so I stay locked in with
Yeah.
programs, even though I got my doctorate in 97.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. 97. Wow, you got your doctorate in 97. I am actually going to start my doctoral program at University of Kentucky in January.
They have such good
Yeah.
stuff going on down
Yeah,
there. I mean,
yeah.
I know you're at OSU. I went to UK for my MSW. But
Okay.
So just so you're informed, they're telling our students 9 hours is full time. Maybe you already were told this. And if you register for those 9, you can take up to 15 or 18 credit hours and not have to pay for those.
Wow.
So therefore, the whole MSW is $14,000.
Wow.
And it's online, so you can do
That's
it from
incredible.
Columbus. You can do
Yeah.
it from anywhere. You can start it in fall. You can start it in spring. So
So you're
just
saying it's the same as here, where like above 12, whatever, if you're 14 or what is it here? Above
here, if you're 12 to 18, it's the same price. So at
Yeah,
UK, the MSW online, 9 to 15 or 18 hours is
Wow.
$7,000 a semester,
That's incredible.
and it's only a 30-hour semester.
What?
I know. So
That's
anyway,
incredible.
I know, and I don't know if it's a state thing, as I know OSU's is a 41-hour MSW.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That is incredible.
But that's where Dr. Jackson got her doctorate,
Okay.
and she did it while teaching here full time.
Okay,
So it's
nice.
clearly,
Yeah.
she had a baby like the week she graduated, so she defended, walked, had a
No
baby,
way,
and like
no
taught here
way.
full
Yeah, all
time.
at one
You
time.
said Johnson?
Dr. Nikita Jackson.
Nikita Jackson.
Yep.
Okay, I'll need to reach out to her because I
Yeah.
know I'm going to need some support when I'm
Yeah,
finishing
she
this
would
up.
be awesome because
Yeah.
she's a heavy publisher for us now
Okay,
too.
nice.
She does everything.
That's great.
Crazy.
That's great.
So
That's great.
it's all doable, but I don't know what all in the OSU MSW could be if you were paying out of pocket. But I was like $14,000. That sounds
Yeah,
like
that's nothing.
90s prices.
Yeah, literally. That's like the prices that my mom had available to her.
Right.
But yeah. So yeah, like I said, guys, please don't hesitate to reach out, honestly. And if you're interested in anything other than social work, or you want like another resource, because I have that OSU email, I can get you connected to anyone. So don't hesitate to reach out.
I will. Thank you.
For sure. All right, Jonathan.
If you want to stay for the 2:30 class, awesome. If you're rolling out, that's
I
okay
do gotta-
too.
I do
That's
gotta roll
perfect.
out, yeah.
That's okay. Because I'm going to try to get
I'll
these
always
guys
be backed up.
to go to International Food Day.
Yeah, go do something fun.
Oh, are we doing another day like Wednesday with Dr. Jackson? Did I start that email thread? Or is that
Potentially.
just a thought in my head. It was like December 3rd.
Yeah.
Is that what?
December
Okay. But you got to
Let me
get back
see.
to Columbus.
I
probably.
do.
Okay.
I this semester has been literally crazy.
Okay.
I was in New York City at
Mm.
NYU recruiting, then I came back for 2 days, and then I had to go to California to go to UC Merced, and I was there for a week, and I came home, and then I went to CSWE
Oh,
in Denver,
it's a
and
lot.
then I came home, and then the next day I had to fly to Missouri to recruit at another HBCU at Lincoln
Okay.
University.
Okay.
And then the shutdown happened, so I got stuck in Missouri.
Oh my gosh.
And then I had to
You're
fly
about
to
to drive
Chicago.
home.
I had to fly to Chicago, got stuck in Chicago, and then had to fly to Dayton. And then they lost my luggage.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a lot going on
Okay,
right now.
and
So
you're starting your doctorate next year.
yeah, in January, just a couple weeks.
Oh my God.
A couple weeks. So I'm trying
Well,
to wrap
yeah,
up this semester.
If you
but
need any dissertation advisors, let us know.
literally, I would love to.
They always give you a mentor from UK. So
Okay.
like, I don't know if Dr. Jackson signed up for it, but if you need something,
Okay.
I'm happy to help in any way.
Okay, no problem.
yeah.
No problem. So yeah, shoot me an email and confirm the
For
third. With,
I know. I forget what Dr. Jackson said. She's like, I got him doing a test, but what if we did the first or the fifth or something?
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
just shoot me an email,
Okay.
then that way I can look at my calendar.
Perfect.
But
Perfect.
how's your? Didn't you just have a baby too?
We had 4 in about 4.5 years.
Oh wow.
So it was a year ago I took off for the last.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
I
saying the
remember that.
last one. I'm
Okay.
48. I need to stop.
Well, good. Everybody's doing good?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, good to see you
Yeah,
guys.
thank you.
Yep.
Please don't
That's
hesitate to
awesome.
reach out, y'all.
Thank
All right,
you.
Thank you. Nice.